Alright, we got the Yankees and the Nationals playing in Washington. Ryan Weathers is going for the Yankees and Carson Palmquist is going for the Nats. Let's hope that Ryan Weather Delay has a little bit of a better start tonight, and if you guys enjoy these videos, please remember to leave a like. It really does help a lot. Top of the first inning with one out, Uncle Ben Rice is going to come up and he is going to hit an opposite field home run. I thought it was caught at first, but it sneaks over the wall and the Yankees take an early 1-0 lead. Still in the first inning with two outs, Paul Goldschmidt is going to break that 0 for 34 streak with a single to right field. Man, did the old man need that. That is good to see. Cody Bellinger will then single, so the Yankees have first and third, two outs. But Dominguez strikes out and the Yankees are not able to drive in anymore. Bottom of the second, Andres Chaparro's up here, and I always call out Volpe. I think Jose should have made this play at shortstop. It doesn't go as an error, which actually surprised me, because if he came up with that cleanly, he would have had a play at first base. Next, we're going to have Rosario playing third right now, and he boots it. That one does go as an error.
Have some more sloppy joes. I made them extra sloppy for you.
Weathers does pitch out of the inning though. Here in the bottom of the third, James Wood's leading off. Look at this ball hit to center field. Trent Grisham had to run a very long way to get that. At first, Wood was not running hard out of the box, and he realized where Grisham was, and I was like, oh, I gotta turn it on, and he gets to second base to lead off the inning with a double. Meade then singles up the middle, but Wood does not score. Nats are going to have first and third, nobody out, but the Yankees are able to turn a double play. The Nationals tie the game at 1 though. Top of the fourth inning, Cody Bellinger on first base. He is going to get caught stealing second, so now there's two outs for Jason Dominguez, and the next pitch, the Martian is going to hit it out to right center field to give the Yankees a 2-1 lead, his fifth home run of the season. Bottom of the fourth, Andres Chaparro, excuse me if I'm saying it wrong, hits a ground ball to Rosario at third base, and he makes another error. This one goes all the way to the wall. Again, he doesn't run well, like a sea anemone. He's able to get all the way to third base. Infield is going to come in for Nunez, who runs really well, and a ground ball here to Jose at shortstop. Great play, is able to cut that run off at home plate, and the Yankees remain up 2-1. Top of the fifth, Jose Caballero leads off with a single, steals second base, and then Austin Wells, my dogs are sleeping, I don't want to wake them up. He is going to strike out again. That's his second strikeout of the game already, I believe. Let me double check as I'm doing this. Yes, 0 for 2, 2 strikeouts. He's right back on track. Ryan McMahon pinch hitting for Rosario. He strikes out, and that is going to bring up Uncle Ben Rice on a 2-1 pitch. Holy crap, was I holding my breath the entire time. He fouls this ball off of his leg. He's going to hop around for a good 2-3 minutes, and I mean, he's in a lot of pain. Ball always seems to miss the protective gear. Look where this thing hits, right below the knee, just above where your calf is. That's a very sensitive spot. Good news is he does stay in the game for now. Gonna keep my fingers crossed. He ends up striking out this at bat, but he fouls off a bunch of pitches after this. Yankees cannot afford another injury, especially to Ben Rice. Bottom of the sixth, Ryan Weathers is still out there, strikes out Dylan Cruz to start the inning, and then C.J. Abrams down the left field line is able to get into second base. He was hustling out of the box, so 1 out, runner on second base for Jacob Young. Man, do the Yankees catch a break here. He rips it to left field, but C.J. Abrams coming around third base just falls. Face plants and kind of slides towards home a little bit, has to get back up and go to third. So instead of scoring the tying run, the Nats have first and third with 1 out. That is going to be the end of Weathers' game. He pitched really well tonight, and the Yankees are going to bring in Mr. Fernando Cruz, and he gets back-to-back strikeouts to get the Yankees out of the 6th inning. Top of the 7th inning, Jose on first base with another single, and then this useless sack of potatoes steps up. He's already 0 for 2 with 2 strikeouts, but this time he's like, nah, I'm not going to strike out. I'm going to hit into an inning-ending double play. Bottom of the 7th, the Nationals catcher is up against Tim Hill on an 0-2 pitch. This guy could actually do something once in a while. Hill says, here's a floating slider up in the zone. Why don't you go ahead and tie this baseball game? And he does. But Tim Hill's not done yet. He goes, hey, Wood, you want a meatball too? Here's a sinker right down the middle. Why don't you take the lead with it? That is exactly what he does, and we go to the top of the 8th inning. Anthony Volpe now pinch hitting for Ryan McMahon, and he draws a walk, but Ben Rice grounds into a double play. So with 2 outs, Trent Grisham hits a slow roller up the third baseline, beats it out. Nats go to the bullpen, facing Paul Goldschmidt. Clayton Beeter, who was actually in the Yankees organization for a little while, throws a wild pitch, so Trent on second base, but Paul Goldschmidt strikes out, swinging, and we go to the bottom of the 8th. Almost woke my dogs up for this, but in the bottom of the 8th, the catcher throws it into center field, the Yankees' 3rd error of the game. That runner does not score, though, and in the top of the 9th, with the Jason Dominguez single, Jazz comes up, hits a go-ahead 2-run home run, giving the Yankees a 4-3 lead. That a baby Jazz, but the Yankees aren't done yet. The catcher comes up, and he hits a home run, giving the Yankees a 5-3 lead. Can't believe that just happened. The way I do things, if you're new to this channel, is I'll watch the game and then record as soon as something happens, so my reactions are always genuine, kind of like watching the game with you guys. Yankees end up loading the bases still, but Goldie grounds out, and this game goes to the bottom of the 9th, Yankees leading 5-3. This roller coaster game ends on a slow ground ball back to Bednar, and the Yankees win 5-3. What a frickin' baseball game that was.